This is State Farm agent Jason Hardy coming to you today with the El Dorado Wildcats. Jason Hardy, State Farm Player of the Week. And this week's Jason Hardy State Farm Player of the Week is senior A.J. Gilmore. A.J., first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit, how does it make you feel for the coaches to recognize you as Player of the Week?
It really kind of feels good. I mean, we got the wins as a team, so I ain't gonna. It's really nothing to it. our running back JJ, he carried the team a little bit too, so he deserved his props. But it just all around we had a good game.
All around good game. Love to hear. Well, speaking of all around good games, Coach gave me some stats here. Let me read these off. Had 2 catches for 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Come back to that. 5 tackles. 1 tackle for a loss, and a pick 6.
Yes, sir.
So a kickoff return and a punt return. All around good game. You played offense, defense, special teams. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. There's 3 phases of the game, right? It's offense,
yes,
defense, special teams. You played them all. So tell me a little bit about that. Were you tired?
I played more snaps on defense than offense. It was like I played just certain snaps on offense, and then he just gave me a shot, and I made it what I had to, and then he just put me in the position to make a play, and I made it. All
right. So you had 2 catches and 2 touchdowns, but now you had a pick 6. Was that one of the 2 touchdowns?
No, it was extra.
So you got So you got in the end zone 3 times.
Yes, sir.
So every time you caught the football, except for the kickoff return and the punt, every time you caught the football, you got in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Coach is thinking, man, we got to get him catching the football more often. that doesn't happen every day, every game, right? You don't just catch the ball and get in the end zone 3 times. Catch the ball, get in the end zone. Catch the ball, get in the end zone. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, and a pick 6 for a touch. And of course, touchdown, pick 6, interception for a touchdown. Did the end zone just look huge to you? I mean, you just couldn't stay out of it?
Nah, it was just after the power outages, I was really just ready to go home, get the game over with.
You just trying to put it away.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that. 2 hours of delay. What's the team doing during all that time? How are y'all spending your time?
Waiting, just sitting there waiting on the field. I mean, most people thought it was going to get canceled. I really thought it was going to get canceled. And I thought we was going to have to come play again another day. But I'm really glad we did.
Sure, absolutely. You come away with the victory. You're really glad you didn't. You come away with 3 touchdowns on the night. You're really glad you didn't. Can't blame you for that. But how'd you stay loose? How'd you keep your mind? I mean, like you said, in your head, you're thinking, man, we're not going to play. Well, then all of a sudden they say, "Hey, let's get going, guys." How do you get your mind focused back on what you're supposed to be doing?
It's really just like starting the game right over, like the first quarter, because we only played 1 quarter, and so when we just sat down, we just warmed up all over again. So it's just like the adrenaline get the flowing again, right. And everybody just pumped again to play.
Okay, so just went through the beginning routine,
yes,
just like beginning of the game, and just happened to be getting ready for 3 quarters instead of 1 quarter,
yeah.
Instead of 4 quarters, right? So, offense, defense, special teams. Yeah, you're a senior. You're leading by default, so to speak. You know, as a senior,
sir.
You've got a lot of guys looking up to you. Kind of a young team. How do you take that position on and make that work for you?
I try to do everything I can, really, because like you said, a lot of people looking at me, and if I do something wrong, they probably think it's okay for them to do it too. So I try not to make mistakes, and then I try to just keep everybody pumped up at practice. I mean, but we still got mistakes going on, and so like you said, we're a young team, and so I just feel like if I'm doing everything I can, it'll make us be better as a whole team. More people gonna fall in too. And so we gonna be good at the end of it.
Excellent. Love to hear that. Coach Hill, let me get you to jump in on that. Talk a little bit about AJ's leadership and about throwing him into all those different situations.
Well, about the different situations, I tell him it's crazy, to have our best athletes that sit on the bench for half a game. If you start on defense, you don't play on offense, you play half a game and vice versa. So it's crazy. You got to have the best athletes on the field, and AJ certainly is I think before our best athlete. We have very versatile, play offense, defense. He could probably go in there and play quarterback if he needed to. But he has been very intentional. We always talk about being intentional in your actions, but he has been very intentional really since spring and all summer and all fall camp and to this point about being a leader, about encouraging, about, holding people accountable. AJ likes to laugh and have fun, and there's always a time for that. There's also a time to get serious. And like I say, he has done couldn't ask for him to do a better job than what he's done. Like I said, you can see the intentionality every day in the locker room. How are guys in the locker room? That's what you look for. How are guys in the huddle? And AJ's done a great job doing that. And like I said, it's been a very big part of our offense and a very big part of our defense. And we give out awards yesterday, and I think he got special teams player, and hit. On special teams, so he made a clean sweep there. So, he's contributing, and hopefully, it's this not going to be the last year he's going to play football. He's going to get a chance to play at the next level, but he's making the most of his opportunities and showing people how versatile he is playing football.
That's fantastic, AJ. Let me. And I asked you earlier how it felt to be named Player of the Week. Now you hear your coach speak of you in these glowing terms. It's got to feel good, though, right?
Yes, sir. It do. I mean, we work. I've been with Coach Hill since last year, my junior year, and we've been working since then. And so it really kind of feel good to now play at the level he always wanted me to play at.
All right, tell me about that. Playing at the level he wants you to play at. Talk to me about that improvement, taking that next step, getting to that next level. Tell me about getting there.
First, it was always about me gaining weight in the weight room because I was like 150 last year. He got me up. I'm like, I took the weight room serious. I started taking everything serious. I'm like 175 now.
Okay.
And so, it looks way better on me. I'm moving at the same speed I was moving when I was skinnier. And so, with me playing as a bigger thing, I can do more things.
Okay. All right. So, step one, put on 25 pounds.
Yes, sir.
What about, okay, so that's the physical aspect of that, getting to the next level, but there's a mental part to that too, isn't there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
I just got to keep my head above everything else. You got to pay attention to the small things. And when Coach Hill he talk about a lot of life lessons. And so if you listen to it, you're going to gain everything. You already need to know. He's like a coach and a father figure to me, really, because he teach me everything. A speech after speech, even if it's a long speech.
Oh man! So Coach Hill's known for his speeches, huh?
Yeah.
Get carried away sometimes.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's good. It's good to be able to laugh about it, though, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you've got an open week this week before you start start conference play with Catholic. What's that look like?
Going back over the small things, we going straight tackling drills. We got to get better at everything, all the details, small things that we make mistakes on last week. We just got to fix them, and we can't make mistakes in conference. We trying to come up on top.
All right. I love that you kind of tied that together, man. When you talked about getting to that next level, you talked about doing the little things right. Then we talked about this open week. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to do the little things right. It all comes back to those little things, and I love that consistency with what you're talking about. That has to help you in your day-to-day practice, right? Just being consistent.
Yes, sir. Everybody, you're not gonna have a good practice every day, but as long as you come out there and try your best, the best you can every day, you gonna learn and you gonna get better. You are gonna make mistakes.
That's great. That's fantastic. Coach Hill, let you tie a bow on that for me.
Yeah, I think one thing we talk about every day, it doesn't matter if it's a weight room or a film session, or we require our kids to get 60 minutes of film each week before the game on Friday. or the practice, you got to ask yourself the question: are you trying to get by? Or are you trying to get better? And I think, when you get a team full of guys that's trying to get better, you're not going, like AJ just said, you're not going to be 100% every day. You're going to have good days, you have bad days, but or bad moments in practice. You can't let those bad moments turn into bad days. But you just got to pay attention to details, and focus every rep. I've talked to kids all the time, and I saw Milroe, the quarterback from Alabama, speak this last weekend about how they just focused every rep in practice from not a very good showing the first week to this week, and made a huge difference. And that's what we try to get our guys to do. Focus, when it's your rep, you lock in and make the most of that rep. But, ask yourself when you go to practice field and walk out the doors and into the indoor, are you trying to get better or are you trying to get by? Because there's a huge difference in those two.
100% agree with that. Fantastic. AJ, real quick, tell me something about you off the football field. What do you like to do when you're not playing football?
Science.
No way. You said science?
Yes, sir. I like science.
Any kind of science in particular, or science? What?
I look forward to going to school for biomedical science. So, anything I got to do with it, I like science. I'm going to graduate this year with 7 science classes. I done took almost every science in the school.
That's impressive, man. That's impressive. Congratulations on that. 'Cause that would not have been what I would have guessed, and it certainly wouldn't have been what I would have said. So, got a future scientist. You're looking for medical field, or what are you thinking?
Something like that. Wherever it take me, really.
Wherever it takes you. All right, man. That's fantastic. Interesting young man. Great visiting with you guys today. Again, congratulations to AJ Gilmore, the Jason Hardy State Farm Player of the Week for the El Dorado Wildcats. Enjoyed having you guys today. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.